Hey, peace. What's up, y'all? Big Mike checking in, Real Talk TV. All right, so for my subscribers, you guys who watch me diligently, as you guys can see, I did not edit this video. Reason being is because I did this one on the fly. And, being that I saw a video a little while ago that really irked me and disturbed me and it really ruffled my feathers, to be honest. And so I decided to do a quick video. Well, not a quick video, but a video on this topic because I feel like there's some people out there that need to hear this. Now, before I get started, with that being said, if you're new to my channel watching for the first time, hey, welcome. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you feel inclined to subscribe, it's right there at the bottom of my corner. Hit that bell icon, hit that like button, show your support, and hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, all right? And if you're a new sub or loyal sub, I want to thank you guys for your support. God bless y'all. All right, so getting back to why I made this video on the fly, right? So I was watching this video on Tia Mowry. Those of y'all who don't know who she is, she's an actress, formerly on that show, The Game, and Sister, a show I grew up watching when I was a kid. I admire her work as an actress. I'm a fan of hers, always have been since Sister. But she made a video that really ruffled my feathers and it really rubbed me wrong, man, because this mentality is growing more and more rampant in today's society. She was talking about her recent divorce from her husband. And basically, in a nutshell, saying that she was no longer happy and blah, 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 and whatever the case. And she also said that she considered her marriage a success because of the children they produced out of the marriage. And I'm watching that and I'm thinking to myself, wow. And to behold the comments on that video, you got these people that supporting it saying, well, yeah, girl, if you're not happy, blah, 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 you should call it quits if you're no longer happy. Or saying things like, yeah, people change and blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting here thinking, man, what the heck has happened in society, man? Like this mindset that we're shifting into is just getting more and more unbelievable, man. Like I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's what I want to talk to you guys about in this video. Because whether you guys realize it or not, man, we're living in the last days. We are living in the last days. We are living in a time where things that was once considered right is now considered wrong. Things that was once considered wrong is now considered right. Now, before I explain that, let me be clear. If this offends you, if this ruffles your feathers and bothers you or hurts your feelings, you are free to leave the video or you are free to unsubscribe. I'm going to make that clear. Now, things that was once considered right is now considered wrong. For example, spanking your children back when I was a kid was a normal thing. People disciplined their kids when their kids got out of line. Now, there's a difference. Excuse me, y'all. There's a difference between discipline and abuse. I got disciplined. I didn't get abused necessarily. Well, maybe a couple times I could question those ones, but y'all get my point, man. I never got necessarily abused, but more so disciplined. And that was a normal thing. Nowadays, you spank a kid, you're now considered a child abuser and you go to jail. And things that was once considered wrong, that's now considered right, look at, and I'm not trying to, listen, if you get offended, like I said, you're free to leave. But back when I was a kid, homosexuality was frowned upon. Nowadays, it's widely accepted. Now, I'm not bashing any gay person. You gay watching this video. Hey, now do I agree with the lifestyle? No, I don't. But, hey, your lifestyle, how you choose to live, that's not up to me. I have nothing to do with that. But that's now considered a normal thing. When I was growing up, people frowned upon that. And y'all notice, Satan is very much at work today. He is. Satan has shifted the minds of a lot of people into thinking that what was once right is now wrong, and what was once wrong now considered right. Getting back to this issue I had with the video I watched on Tia Mowry and the people that were supporting it. Listen, I'm not considering to act like I know everything or I have the experience when it comes to marriage as somebody who married a lot longer than me. I've only been married 6 months. So I'm not considering and be all self-righteous and whatnot. But that does not mean that I don't have an opinion. That does not mean that I can't express my beliefs. Even though I'm a newly married man myself, only married 6 months, I still am a grown behind man. But like, I'm not no spring chicken. I've been alive long enough to know a little bit about a lot of stuff. So let me make that clear. Now, when it comes to marriage, you have people in the comment section saying things like, "Oh, you deserve to be happy, and if you're no longer happy, then you should walk away." Or, since when does your happiness mean that that's grounds for a divorce? Listen, spending your lifetime with somebody, you're going to have challenges, man. You're bringing two separate people together to coexist together forever. You are going to have you're going to have those moments. You can't get along every single day of a marriage. It's not going to happen. That does not exist, period. You are not going to feel like you're on cloud 9 every single day in a marriage. You are not going to be attracted to your partner every single day of your marriage. You are not going to feel sexually aroused by your partner every single day of your marriage. But that is not a grounds for divorce. If you come into an issue like that, if you and your partner run into an issue where you're just not happy, figure it out. You vowed to commit to that person for the rest of your life. Period. There's no way out of that. Unless your partner cheats on you or something like that, hey, or unless your partner dies. So that's like the only grounds that would consider you a free person. Or like I said, committing adultery. That one, can't hold that against you. But outside of that, you figure it out. For better or for worse, period. And if you're not sure you can do that with that person, that's not somebody you need to marry anyway. And then you got people in the comment section on that video saying things like, well, if the partner changed, then who's to say they can't divorce him because your happiness is everything at the end of the day? Bruh, listen, people change, man. That's a given. That's inevitable. Everybody changes. That's the challenge of marriage. The person that you married at 21 or 25 or 30, however old you were when you got married, that's not going to be the same person in 10, 15, 20, 30 years. That's common sense. And if they are, I don't know, man. You might want to check that person's maturity level. Like, I don't get like, listen, man. I expect my wife to change over the years. And she should expect me to change over the years. We all change. Physically, mentally, spiritually. The way you look at 21, you're not going to look like that when you're 50. The way that you think at 21, you're not going to think like that when you're 50. And if you do, so help you God. The way that you are spiritually at 21, I hope that you're not the same at 50. We all change. Nothing stays the same. But that is not grounds for divorce. Figure it out. Figure it out. Do I feel all bubbly towards my wife every single day? No. Does she feel all bubbly towards me every single day? No. There are some days that I don't even want to be bothered by anybody, including her. And she's the same way. There are some days she just like, look, I need my space. And I need my space. There are some days where I'm just like, I look at her and I'm like, And there's some days I look at her, I'm like, yo, she's so fine. Man, that's like, She does it for me. Emotions go up and down. Some days you're on cloud nine, some days you ain't. But guess what? You made a commitment. That's what I always remember. I made a commitment. Yeah, you get tempted. And everybody gets tempted, man. Like, let's not act like this don't happen to everybody. You get married, you always gonna see somebody out there that's more attractive than your spouse. You always gonna see somebody out there that's more appealing than your spouse, more charming, more charismatic, all of that. You're gonna see these things. But you made a commitment to that person. And you made that commitment to that person in the eyesight of God. So that's something that ought to be taken very seriously. Nowhere in the Bible does it say your emotions is the grounds for a divorce. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that because that person has changed, that's grounds for a divorce. Do not be deceived. Once you get married, that's it. And if you don't agree with that, I could care less. Marriage is to be taken seriously. Marriage is a holy commitment. It's a covenant between a man and a woman. And for the record, you get divorced and you go out there and you marry somebody else while your partner's alive. You know that's adultery, right? Bible clearly states that. If you go out there, if you're a woman and your husband divorces you, you go out there and marry another, you are then committing adultery. Your husband is still alive. God don't honor that. If you don't believe me, look it up. You know, as I said already, Satan is at work today. And he's at work now more than ever because we're living in the last days. Time is running out. Look at the world we're living in. People normalizing divorce. People killing over nothing. Mass murders taking place. Men acting like women. Women acting like men. What's, like I said, what was once considered wrong at a point in time is now normalized. And it's now the common trend in thinking. Look at where we are in society. It's not like it used to be. So when it comes to that, when it comes to the subject of marriage, understand that's nothing to be played with, man. That's not to be played with. And before you vow and say I do to that person, you better really think that through. Because like I said, that person's not going to be the same in 10, 15, 20 years. Their mentality is going to change. Their physicality is going to change. Spiritually, they are going to change. And so will you. If y'all having issues, figure it out. That's the problem with people today. They don't figure out the issues anymore. They go through issues for a few months or even a year or so. Figure it out. And here's the problem. You can't love somebody for the rest of your life naturally. That's a supernatural commitment, man. That takes supernatural. Because as a human being, your feelings is always going to change. You will grow tired as a human being. That's why you need the Most High involved in your marriage. Because he can help you through those issues. And when he's not included in it, you're going to make man-made decisions like that. Grow tired, say, oh, this person's changed, I'm out. If this is getting too hard for me, I'm out. What if God thought the same way about you? What if God said, you know what? I'm just tired of your nonsense. I'm done. Think of how God loved you through your sins. Think of how God loved you through all your imperfections. When you were at your worst, did God ever leave you? He loved you through it all and still does. Once he committed to you, he meant what he said. He said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that ought to be the attitude you have towards your spouse. As much as they get on your nerves. You don't think you get on God's nerves sometimes? Let's keep it real. You don't think you get on his nerves sometimes for the things you do? He's still there for you if you need him. That's why we need him involved in our marriages. Let's stop following society's rules when it comes to that. That's not of God. Period. Anywho, that's all I got in this video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. If you did, support the video by hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Hit me up in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think. I really love to read them, okay? Until next time, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Big Mike checking out, man. Peace.